Hey, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit more of the word reels curriculum that I was talking about earlier in today's video because I realized that I just didn't do a great job of showing them to you, and I forgot that I had made these. So I have all the files so I can give them to you if anyone's interested in it. So basically how it works is I found the other ones that I was looking for, is once your kiddo knows the sounds, A says A, B says B, and knows all of their letter sounds, then the word wheels start introducing different combinations of those sounds. So it goes through and it has like the and sound, and then it had the wheel helps you put, learning the and sound, putting the different things on the beginning. So the pan, man, and fan, and you just kind of go through and they're figuring out how to combine the different letter sounds once they learn the individual letter sounds, the different combinations. So the basic set of word wheels has word families, so like rhyming words basically is what it is. So the and words, we got a, we got ip, there's just a bunch of them. It, so there's a whole stack of these. These are the first ones, the ones that I could find the other day because they were where they were supposed to be, were the more difficult ones. Okay, so I made these worksheets to go with them. So along with reading, I have worksheets with them that I made so that your kids can be learning to write the words too. So they'll take the worksheet. Let's see if I can show you how this works. Let's see if I can find it. So they'll take the worksheet, they'll find the right word wheel, or you can just give it to them. So I've got op, and then here's their op worksheet, and they have to figure out what goes here. So all of the words are on the word wheel somewhere, so they can spin the word wheel until they find the right word, hop, and then they can put the right letter here, hop, and then they'll do that for all of these. So there's a few rounds of worksheets, so once my kids get familiar with all of the combinations and can kind of sit here spinning the wheel, reading it to themselves, I'll start them on the worksheets, figuring it out. So sometimes the kids rely heavily on the wheel to complete the worksheet, and sometimes they don't. So there's a round of worksheets that does beginning sounds, and then we go through again. There's a whole round of worksheets that does the ending sounds, so they just write the same ending sound. So I'll give them the an word wheel for this, and they'll write in and read it, can, man, fan. There's a whole set of those, one for every word wheel. And then there's another round that they'll do the whole word. So it gives them the choices for the beginning letter, and it tells you these are all and words. So they'll have to pick which beginning letter, and they'll write the whole word, pan, fan, man. So it's really solidifying the combinations of all the letter sounds and just kind of going through the same familiar letter sounds over and over and over again. This is how, I use this with my oldest when I taught him to read, and I'm using it with my other two now. And then finally, after they're familiar with all of those, I made some reading comprehension worksheets. And so it's like another round. You go through all the word wheels again. So it's all alphabetical. So we start with the and ones, and it relies very heavily on the words in the word family. So a man ran on tan sand. And it has a few sight words in here that might be new words, because I don't teach my kids sight words before I teach my kids combining word sounds. So my kids may not have learned a, and on is one of their word family words, so they should be familiar with that, but since we're focusing on the and words, they might not. And I like to include sometimes some of these challenge words, so it's an and word, but they have to combine it with a few other sounds or in other different ways. And then there's a whole round of those as well, and the kids read the little sentence and then draw a picture of what they read, to ensure that they're not just reading the sounds off, but that they know what those mean. So that's the basic word wheels curriculum that I made, that I would be happy to share with anyone who's at the point of, you've taught your kids the letter sounds, and it's like, where do I go from here? And you don't really have a curriculum picked out. Just shoot me a message. If you give me your email address, I can send those over. And then after I had done those, and my oldest kid loved it, and he's like, I want some more of those word wheels. That was when I made these ones that I was showing you yesterday or this morning in the other video, that are a little bit more difficult, and they include some different word combinations, because I was like, this is great, but then we got the digraphs, we need to figure out what they are. And so I introduced some of those with this is like the advanced word wheels, I suppose you could call it, the ink. So it's, all of them each of them focuses on like a digraph and then sounding out new words from it. And it was really helpful with my oldest, and I'm using it again with my other kids, like I said, but I would send you these as well if you want them. I did not make worksheets for the more advanced ones, just because at that point it was like he just needed to learn the sounds that it made, and he was like, all right, see you later, I'm picking out kids books and stuff from the shelf to read on my own. But yeah, so the earlier one is a little more intense, but I would be happy to send to anyone any of these materials if you're interested in them. Just let me know, and thank you for watching. I'm always really excited to share that. I think he's gonna take a nap. You taking a nap? All right. Okay, hope that was helpful, and I'll talk to you guys soon. I'm going to not post a video tomorrow, but I'll post another video on Monday, and we'll talk about more things in our homeschool curriculum.